Hello everyone and welcome to the channel, into a new video where I play Total War Warhammer 3 and I am in multiplayer playing as the High Elves and the Lord of the Dragons himself, Imric, and on his mighty dragon, Mina-Itnir. So for the builds, I am running 2 units of White Lions, 1 unit of Silvering Guard, 2 units of Alolan Sea Guard with shields, and I had a bolt thrower here. Also Imric on his dragon with the Lord of the Dragons and the Dragon Horn, and a life for his build. In the forest are Exalted Flamer of Tzeentch, Blue Horror of Tzeentch, Blue Horror, Pink Horror, and another Pink Horror of Tzeentch, and an Exalted Lord of Change with Pink Fire of Tzeentch, Infernal Gateway, Blue Fire of Tzeentch, and the Polygraph will summon Furies. And lastly he has Sacon of Tzeentch, 2 units of them, and that is for the main army. Now let's go to the reserves. The reinforcements were Phoenix Guard for me, Flamespire Phoenix, Talons of Torca Lead Archers, 3 units of Alolan Sea Guard, 3 units of Rangers, 3 units of Elinian Reavers, and for my opponent, Blazing Squealers, Exalted Pink Horrors of Tzeentch, 4 units Screamers of Tzeentch, Cultist of Tzeentch, Chaos Furies, Blue Horrors, Marauders of Tzeentch Spears, and Chaos Warriors Tzeentch Halberd. Okay, we are back, and with the first summon I summon some Rangers from the portal, which are good at dealing damage and are good against infantry. And luckily for me, this map has a lot of forest, and the White Lions of Days have the ability Forest Strider, which will give them benefits when they fight in the forests, as also to the Rangers. So in this section of the map I have the benefit. So the battle starts, I put the Lions and the Silvering Guard in the middle objective, and I position the 2 Alolan Sea Guard here to shoot at the incoming. I sneak Rangers past the forest, the Life Mage is here, and I posture with my Lord Imric, hiding him in the trees so I can intercept the attacks and block the attack from the Exalted Lord of Change. Now he is rushing this objective only and has a couple of units to the other side, objective number 1. So here I am shooting with my Eagle Claw, but the shields absorb a lot of the damage, so it's not that beneficial. He summons the Furies and will now come for my Eagle Claw. I did not play perfectly as did he, but it was a very fun and close game, as you will see by the thumbnail. And I'm flanking with some Illyrian Reavers and the Rangers. Here is a mistake, I can pull them back so they can commit more in this choke point here, and then I can envelop them. And also there is nothing protecting the Eagle Claw, so this is a mistake. Here I wanted to move the Silvering Guard into the objective number 1, but the Forsaken of Tzeentch will kill them, I think, so I decided against that, and I will move them to objective number 3. Now I charge with my Illyrian Reavers with a beautiful charge, dodging the pink fire by the Flamers. He had an amazing clear shot by the Furies, engaging with the Rangers with their swooping double bladed attacks. slicing the shields of the blue horrors. And now the other rangers come into melee. Imrik is a clear charge. I activate his Star Lance, which gives him charge bonus, flaming attacks, and imbues the blade with flammable. I think he inflicts it onto the enemy, charge speed and piercing damage. So the Lord of Tzeench here jukes a little bit, and Imrik is focusing the wrong target, but he juked the fires. Here I managed to dodge with my Lyrian Reavers the Infernal Gateway, and in the middle there is no competition, as also on the first objective. Everything is on the third objective. Now with my Lorency Guard I'm trying to shoot as much as I can. They have shields, so they block the missile damage. I think they are good for bringing in the first stage because they can block the skirmish fire. My other Illyrian Reavers charge into the horrors as the Flamer of Tzeentch is between the two engagements, and he fires the pink flame, burning at my rangers from the distance. Now Imrik is focusing on the Dreamers, the Illyrian Reavers retreating, and as it seemed like he is ahead of points. Here I scramble the defense against my Currency Guard with the Spearmen, but they are doomed. I'm casting Regrowth and Earthblood on my forces here. They are a little bunched up, so Earthblood is a very nice healing spell here. And the Regrowth, especially overcasted, can heal Imrik a lot, so he can continue to do targets. Now I don't know what is happening here. I think he's bugging beneath the exalted Lord of Tzeench, and he had an amazing Infernal Gateway here, killing the Rangers and killing the Illyrian Reavers with one spell. Destroyed both units and secured the objective. This was a mistake by me because I didn't see it on time. Now I'm starting to pursue the Lord of Tzeench with Imrik, and as this is happening, I moved the White Lions of Grace here in a more defensive position in the back of the objective, and they are now charged by the Taken of Tzeentch. As the Light Lions in their access, leaving the Forsaken of Tzeentch in half. Here are the Chaos Warriors of Tzeentch, which look beautiful as well, fighting the White Lions, which are bombarded also by the horrors. So at this point this objective was torn by me with more Illyrian Reavers and Spearmen, and Imrik is chasing the Lord of Tzeench as I fire at him with my talons of Orcalida. Screamers are blocking my missiles. Here I probably needed to protect them, but as the battle was raging on multiple fronts, it was difficult to manage. So here I casted a breath attack, and in the forest large entities have penalties, so it's not ideal, but at least his Sword of Tzeench has them as well, as Imrik pushes him on the ground with his dragon. And now he's took up to me and has a lot more points than me. Pink Horrors firing, missing most of the attacks. He lands so he can avoid Imrik, but Imrik will pursue the attack. For now he has 1500 value. Arrows are blocked by the trees, and now I'm assembling forces. As time passes, on point number 1, point number 2 I'm struggling to survive, and point number 3 I barely have anything. Fighting a Flamer of Tzeentch is my mage and some Spearmen. The mage healed with her blood a lot. Imric didn't have a threat to him, so he just flew around and destroyed everything. But when he took damage, I made sure I healed him with the big road. So here the Lilian Rivers fighting the blue horrors and the screamers with their disc spinning attack and sonic magical waves, I guess. So here a bunch of Marauders of Tzeentch with their magical attacks fighting my Warren Seaguard, and the poking fest where everybody pokes the other with a spear. So in the forest I have managed to push the melee Seikan away, and I have engaged the shooting blazing squealers exotic pink horrors with my lions. Imric is now, I think is gonna land here and help. I managed to defend this objective. The Tzeentch player had a surprise attack with blue horrors and marauders, and also one more unit of blue horrors. So here I got pushed back, and he's again took up 2 points against my one. Here I summoned the dreaded Phoenix Guard, which have anti-large charge defense against soul armor and armor piercing. They would have been great against these screamers, but I think my opponent didn't think as he would not do. And here Imric is causing trouble. He has Fear and Terror, but Terror doesn't affect demons, so he was only useful against the Marauders. Here I summoned a Flame Spire Phoenix, which came here to cause some disruption, and I think he has yes, Terror and Fear. So with these 2 points, Mortals will not have been very useful for him. The Screamers bombard with Sonic Waves my Illyrian Rivers, and my Phoenix Guard in a mighty charge, slicing the Marauders from behind, avenging their fallen brethren. As the battle rages on, now he's in the brink of trick-upping me, as the middle point is almost lost because he has a lot of forces and mine are nowhere to be seen. With the Illyrian Rivers I make a charge here to help my Phoenix, and Imric did his job well because he slew the exalted demon of change of the Tzeentch player, and he had 3,500 value. Here the demons get banished, and I'm now on my way to capping the third point. The second point is reinforced by another unit of rangers and a lot more coming. So I had a problem with the resummoning mechanic. It's a little weird to me, but I made use of it in this battle, and my units needed to retreat so I can regroup them. In this way it is cool, but I think you should have strict rules when you can retreat your units. For example, you shouldn't be able to do this when you get a little bit of distance from the enemy. Oh yep, here. So this Phoenix Guard didn't have much of a great time, as he was thrown away by the Screamer and burned by a crisp from the Flamer. So the Phoenix Guard wasn't that great here in this crossfire, but they managed to hold the line, which was exactly what I needed as my reinforcements approach, and Imric to help as well. So the minimum point was here, and now, and this is the close. My opponent stopped on 1451 points. Only 49 more and he would have won. But I managed to just recap him at 0 points with my armies spread thin, but his were spread thinner, so I managed to do that. He almost won the game, and at this point forward I banished Furies here. Imrik came here to slay the exalted flamer of Tzeentch, which was burning away my forces with his charge. He pushed him and burned him back. So with this I'm just gonna go through the points. Here I have one almost full health unit of rangers, which will hold the line long enough. Here I had some units parked so I can protect the objective number 3. I later disengaged my units here on low health, which I needed to do earlier. The Phoenix came to help as well, and the trees are really good, well, because all that missiles from the horrors are mitigated. So as the exalted gamer, I think, died, he had a final push here with a lot more marauder spears and pink horrors, and here with the screamers. I think if he had a little more elite unit line, match mine, maybe he would have won, but he almost did, as it was so. In the final stages of the battle, he tried to again push here on objectives number 3 and number 2. When the marauders started fleeing from the battle, Imrik was causing fear and destruction everywhere. And my life mage didn't have much of a value, but she was an MVP because she was healing a lot of units here. For example, in the starting of the battle, when a lot of units were nearby each other, she was healing them, and I stood as a spectator on top of this tower. I can observe the battle as my this unit. Oh yeah, Warren Seaguard are firing, and here the rangers are standing their ground against the demonic forces. Here I attacked with my Phoenix alone the screamers, and I think I was losing, so Imrik came here to help. And all points are secured. None of the Tzeentch reinforcements remain, only one unit, Forsaken and Marauders with spears. The point number 2 and 1 are secured, excuse me, 3 and 1, and the second point is contested, so my enemy will need to commit a lot of forces to push me back from here, and then we'll need the time to recapture the point, in which time I will have points ticking in, and I will win. So a little bit more and I will equal my opponent points, and there it is. I managed to pass my opponent, and from here on out I was like, oh man, that was an amazing game. Definitely going to YouTube. It's the final charge.
Unending glory is yours.
My Rangers. So in the end screen you see the value of the units. Imrik with 5,000 value. He was full healed. Absolute beast on his run. The mage healed a lot. Silvering Guard paid for themselves. The lions did almost. This unit, these units of Lauren Seaguard didn't perform very well, but they were obliterated in the beginning. Maybe they exhausted the ammo and attacks of the Tzeentch army and they helped the other units to survive, so yep. This unit to figure global throwers was hilariously not good. As for his forces, they did okay. Oh, look at that, 2,200 almost value for the Claimer. As for the reinforcements, the Phoenix Guard, okay, the Phoenix did okay, but he was put in the battle in the late stages. Yep, the Rangers, two of them did okay. All of the Illyrian Rivers did amazing, doubling their value, one of the units. And the Lauren Seaguard without shields perform much better than their counterparts. As for the Tzeentch player, the Blazing Wheelers did okay. And the two summoned Dreamers did amazing. Fury's okay, and the Marauders kind. I think he didn't summon off his units for some reason. He was recycling those. But nonetheless, it was an amazingly close game, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more games like this and you enjoyed that one, please make sure to subscribe and like, and leave a comment down below on your favorite new matchup in Domination in Warhammer 3. I will see you next time.